Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to Q2FY26 results conference call of Emerald Finance Limited, hosted by Kirin Advisors Private Limited. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then zero on your touch-tone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Ms. Samiksha Ramteke. Thank you, and over to you, ma'am.
Thank you. On behalf of Kirin Advisors, I welcome you all to the conference call of Emerald Finance Limited. From management team, we have Mr. Sanjay Agrawal, Managing Director, Ms. Gurmeet Kaur, Chief Risk Officer, and Mr. Talin Agrawal, Head of Business Development. Now I hand over the call to Mr. Sanjay Agrawal. Over to you, sir.
Hi, good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome to the Q2 FY26 earnings call of Emerald Finance Limited. On behalf of the management team, I extend my sincere appreciation to all of our stakeholders, investors, and analysts for joining us today. I am joined today by Ms. Gurmeet Kaur, our Chief Risk Advisor, and Mr. Talin Agrawal, Head of Business Development. We concluded the first half of FY26 on a decent note with a healthy financial growth, operational progress, and expansion across various verticals. Our EWA and gold loan syndication business has continued to gain traction, supported by a rising digital adoption in our company. In Q2 FY26, we reported an all-round performance that reflects a consistent operational momentum and financial discipline. On the standalone basis, our total income rose by 66% on year-on-year basis to 5 CR, and our net profit more than doubled to 3 CR on a year-on-year basis. On the consolidated level, total income increased by 38% to rupees 7 CR, and net profit jumped by 75% to almost 4 CR. For the first half year of FY26, our total standalone income grew by 77% to rupees 10 CR, and our net profit jumped by 121% to 6 CR. On a consolidated basis, our total income increased by 45% to 14 CR, and net profit grew by 81% to 7 CR. These results highlight the strength of our asset-light model and effective cost management. Operationally, the quarter reflected steady progress in our digital and lending initiative. We have launched our own mobile app by the name of Emerald Eva on Google Play. Also, we have done a syndication of almost more than 115 crores of gold loan in this quarter, vis-a-vis 80 CR in the previous quarter. Plus, I would like to bring to your knowledge that we have deposited last year almost 3 crore plus as income tax, and for this current year, we have already made a provision of 2.27 CR for income tax for both the companies combined together. Plus, although we were not required, we did CSR about in the previous year of 31 lakhs, and this year till date for the first 6 months, we have already done CSR about 30 lakhs. This is mainly to cancer patients and for the education and girls' education. Before I would conclude, I would like to thank all our shareholders, customers, partners, and employees for their continued trust and support. With a strong foundation and disciplined execution, we are continuing confident of sustaining our growth momentum and building Emerald Finance into a scalable and, more importantly, resilient financial enterprise. With that, I now invite questions from all the participants and would be happy to address them one by one. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on the touch-tone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Gaurav Didwania from Code Advisors LLP. Please go ahead.
It's not audible.
Yes, sir. We will move to next question. The next question is from the line of DS India from Finvestors. Please go ahead.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Hi, good evening, Ji.
Sir, congratulations for putting good numbers, sir.
Thank you very much.
Sir, till date, sir, as I have seen, you have onboarded 145 corporates, and we are on the course for our target to 250 in FY26. In regarding to this, my question is that how many of them are actively involved, as it might be possible that few of them may be off-boarded.
Yeah. Talik, will you take that question, Beta?
Hi. Yeah. So we have basically 120 corporates which are active. So we essentially maintain an engagement ratio of 80% roughly at any given time.
Okay, sir. And in this line, my next is further, how many users are involved from these 120 corporates or 145 are availing this facility, sir?
So last month we had close to 2,400 unique borrowers, unique people making transactions.
Okay, with the EVA run rate of?
Last month we had 2,400 people making a transaction.
Okay, sir. And sir, my second question is regarding, sir, NPA. And in this respect, as I didn't see anything in the PPT, and sir, I am talking specifically for gold loan and small token loans. Sir.
Come again, please.
Yes, sir. My second question regarding NPA, sir. As I didn't see anything in EVA, sir, as you have earlier told, but you have opened new loan, gold loan, and small token loan as you giving. So, sir, any NPA?
We're getting a fee. It's a fee activity for us. A gold loan is not booked in our books. That's a fee-based activity for us. So there's no question of NPA in that gold loans.
Okay, and any NPA in any of the segments, sir?
Yeah, in business loan, we have one NPA and EVA, they've got two NPAs.
Okay, sir. For how much,
sir?
We
are hopeful of recovering that.
Okay, sir. Roughly numbers, sir, please. May I get?
In rupee terms, for the business is about 30,000. We have written off that money. And in the EVA, it's, I think, one case of 8,000, other is of 6,000 something. See, they're not, basically they are script customers, they have left the jobs, but we are in touch with both these customers. I think it should come. In a month or two, that money should come.
Sanjay, if I may add.
Yeah.
So in EVA, there are two employee accounts which are in default. They are yet not NPA. They are in DPD 30 plus. They have not become 90 plus. And in business loan only, we have got one NPA that is of 30,000.
Okay, ma'am. And so my third question
For
is
these
that
customers, SIP customers, they have left the job, so we have to recover directly from them, not from the employer.
okay, sir. Good, sir. Sir, my third question is that as I can see, sir, reducing number in other expenses with respect to last Q2 FY25 and H1 FY25. Sir, any specific reason for that?
See, other expenses majorly include your commission we pay to the sub-DSAs. So a lot of business we are getting directly. So that commission part is saved.
Okay, sir.
So
thank you very much, sir.
Resource business, so a lot of business comes from the sub-DSAs, or our employees directly source. In case our employees directly source from source the customer, we don't have to pay any sub-DSA commission. So that part is getting reduced, and more or less more business are being sourced by our employees. That keeps on fluctuating. In some quarter our employees source more business, some quarters we get more business from the DSAs. And that keeps on fluctuating.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir, and best wishes for the future plans and execution.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Mr. Akash Jha from AJ Wealth. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. So a couple of questions from my side. First question is regarding our margins. We are at 78%. So is this level sustainable? And lastly, on our earlier guidance of growing PAT 8 to 10x by FY27. So, since our current growth rate is slowing compared to the targeted trajectory, so are we still confident about achieving this guidance?
See, the year in which we gave this guidance, we were almost at 1 plus EPS. Next year we were at 2.57. And if we continue with this, I think hopefully we should close at 4 plus this year. And, next year I think we should, with the increasing, more and more corporates are signing as our business is growing, we should be able to achieve our target, subject to one or two quarters here or there, not more than that.
Okay, and on margins?
Hello?
Currently we are at on margins, we are at 78%. So is this level sustainable?
Correct. So our EBITDA margin is more or less sustainable. So because again, we are leveraging technology now to expand the business here forward. So our EBITDA should more or less remain stagnant between 75-80%. The PAT, I think this quarter, the PAT came to close to 52%, if I'm not wrong. So the PAT might take a bit of a hit as we lever up and our interest expenses go up. But in a longer term, we plan to stabilize the PAT between 40 to 45%.
Okay.
So we're using a lot of more and more technology based. So with the increase in business, we don't have to recruit more employees. So our operational costs don't increase in that ratio. Hello?
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Mr. Ankit Sahai from Fusion Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi. Good evening.
Hi, Mr. Ankit.
Yeah. So my question was on our EVA vertical. So, what is the current run rate for it and future outlook on the run rate for EWA?
Also, last month we did 6 crores in disbursement, and it's growing by close to 15 to 20% month on month. So we expect to touch 13 to 15 crores by the end of this financial year. By then we would have 250 corporates as we are projecting. More is favorable. So going in the long run, again, the idea is to keep adding corporates and keep increasing the engagement with our customers.
Okay, got it. And secondly, initially we were thinking to give the personal loan, small ticket personal loan to the EWA customers, right? And then we are also thinking on cross-selling opportunities. So how it has been, and what is the way forward for like cross-selling?
So cross-selling we're already doing. So cross-sell, maybe again we sell them all sorts of loans through our subsidiary, including personal loan is being cross-sold to them. So in fact, in last quarter, we did close to 4 CR of cross-sell only through EVA, only to the EVA customers. And, as of today, most of these loans are being booked by our partner banks. But going forward, we estimate to book a few of those loans in our own books as well, be it across products. So, we're just building the capabilities and technology for that.
So what are we exactly cross-selling? Like the small ticket personal loan?
Everything. So name a product, I think in loan we're doing literally everything. From personal loan, business loan to corporates, vehicle loan, gold loan, home loan. Because the subsidiary Eclit has a partnership with 40 plus banks and NBFCs, wherein we source all these retail loans for them. So we are essentially using Shub Bank's network here and cross-selling all those loans to our EVA base.
Got it. Yeah, congrats and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Chirayu from CB Investments LLP. Please go ahead.
Sir, I have 2 questions. Hope I'm audible.
Hi, Mr. Chirayu.
Yes. Sir, 2 questions. First is, what is the contact?
Hello, Chirayu. Hello, Chirayu. You're not audible. Your voice is breaking.
Hello. Hello, sir. Am I audible now?
Yeah, you're loud and clear now. Please go ahead.
Right. So, what is the contribution of EWA in the revenue? How much percentage we have?
On a consolidated basis, 3.2%. On a standalone basis, 4.6% revenue.
Okay.
That's direct revenue. That's what talking about direct revenue.
Without including the cross-sell.
So there's a recommendation if you can give a split in the upcoming PPTs of each vertical that how much contribution that each to.
Noted. We've noted the feedback. We'll make the amendments in subsequent quarters.
Previous phone call you which part?
Hello.
Sorry, your voice is breaking. We couldn't hear the entire question.
Sir, in the previous call, company will be comfortable.
Chirayu, hello. Your voice is breaking a lot. Hello.
Sorry.
No, it's still breaking. Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
Discuss about which part that company.
I can't hear you at all.
Hello, Chirayu. Sorry to interrupt. Could you please
Hello?
rejoin the Q&A?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. The next question is from the line of Raj from Flare Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Hi. Good evening.
Hi, Mr. Raj.
So actually, in last phone call, there was mention of 2 NPS in business loans, right? So like one is written off and one is paid.
Yeah. One has been paid and one has been written off. But I think we'll recover that also. 30,000 we have written off. But I think we should be able to recover it. We are already in touch with that client. He's working with the central government in a sensitive department. I think money will not go anywhere. It should come. He's facing some short-term problem. That money should come. He's a government employee, central government employee.
Okay. And for NPS in EVA program, like earlier there was a thing like, even if employer resigns, they would be given only the amount for which they have worked, for the number of days they have worked. So in full and final settlement, it would be deducted. But why there's a default this time?
Because the employee did not serve the notice period and absconded without informing the company. So the company had internal deductions to make. So the company has its policy. If the employee does not serve the notice period and absconds early, there are certain deductions to be made. So therefore, after those deductions, there was not enough in the full and final.
Okay, so this is like a very rare scenario.
Absolutely.
Yes. And for this EVA disbursement, like currently it's 6 crore disbursement per month, right?
Right.
And are we on the guidance to reach like 15 crores per month?
Correct. So we should be around 13 to 15 CR by the end of this financial year. As mentioned earlier, our disbursements are going to 15 to 20% MOM.
Okay.
See, अभी market scenario पे देखते हुए हम लोग खुद step by step चल रहे हैं. See, we have sufficient number of companies, and there are a couple of more corporates in the pipeline who want bigger amount of funding. So, but just keeping the market scenario in place, we are going on a restricted and conservative basis.
Okay. Any large
6 crore से 15 crore करना कोई मुश्किल काम नहीं है.
Okay. And any big names, like any large corporates in line for EVA?
We can't disclose that. Unless the MOUs are signed with them, we can't disclose here. But again, as we keep partnering, I believe we are very, very active with our reporting to the exchange.
Okay. And there is a mention of some CSR activities in this Concall. Is it a required one, or like what's the benefit for that?
No, previous year it was voluntarily. We were not required. This year we are statutorily required to do CSR over 8 lakhs, but already we have done 29 lakhs in this half year.
Okay. And last
year was totally voluntarily. This year is we have to do a provisioning of 8 lakhs. But we already done 21 lakhs more than that, what was statutorily required for the full year.
Okay. And last question from my side, like there was one big fund, right, Investi Global, which was selling these stocks. So now they have completely sold off, or?
Yeah, they have completely sold. Investi Global has completely sold. Actually, they are changing some constitution in Mauritius. That is why they were liquidating all their holdings.
Okay.
They are fully liquidated now. Right. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Anuj Goyal from AJ Investments. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, Anuj. Yeah.
So I just wanted to understand, is there any change in loans outstanding to related parties since year-end?
Since the year-end? No, not much. No, not much. It's more or less than that only.
So the balance
it's majority of the related party transactions to our subsidiary.
All right, thank you. And one more question I had is there any change in strategy which has led to a greater number of corporates being onboarded towards the second half of this quarter?
I think our sales network and our referral partner networks began to kicking in. So we spent the entirety of last year building these networks, building the capabilities. Now we are seeing the fruits of that.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
I think we have recently signed up with recently signed up with very large diamond company in Mumbai. I think they should also start referring a lot of clients good clients in Mumbai.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Gaurav Didwania from Code Advisors LLP. Please go ahead.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, Mr. Gaurav.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So I had few questions regarding the fee-based income and the interest income. So the fee-based income has dropped significantly quarter on quarter. So could you explain the reason behind that? Also, does EVA form part of the fee-based income line? So that was one question. If you could answer that, I'll ask my follow-up question.
No, fee-based income not fallen. I think it's stagnant. In fact, the interest income is going up more.
Okay, understood.
So fee is almost more or less. It's not going much, but it's almost vis-a-vis as compared to interest income. Interest income is going at a little faster speed.
Right. So, and another thing was that the borrowings have marginally decreased, but the loans have grown sharply. So how is the loan book growth funded? And how would you is it entirely internal accruals and existing cash reserves? And how do we plan to grow further? Would it be debt, equity? If you could just explain in terms of your strategy.
debt is almost at a similar level. It has just grown by 1 CR. But, we have raised a lot of equity last year, and plus with the internal accruals, we are just pumping those back.
Understood.
Which is why I see last year.
Which is why we see the cash equity.
Yeah. Margin, that is also improving because of that. Interest expense not increased substantially.
Okay. So another observation was that other expenses have dropped like nearly 50%. What is the reason for that? Like, could you explain, is there any one-time cost last quarter or any reason for this kind of a difference?
See, major chunk of the payoffs is either to the employees for sourcing business or to the sub-DSAs.
Okay.
So this quarter more, business was sourced by our employees rather than the sub-DSAs. When we pay to the sub-DSAs, we pay them commission, which come in other expenses. And most of the business, last quarter was sourced by our employees. But this ratio keeps on changing. Sometimes some quarter employees source most business, and sometimes we get major chunk of the business from sub-DSAs. That keeps on changing.
Understood.
So either we pay to the employees or we pay to the sub-DSAs, either one of them.
And sub-DSAs are part of the other expenses, whereas employee cost that we are doing for the sourcing of the business is not form of that. So that is the ratio keeps changing, which is why this would be changed.
Yeah, and commission will be paid to the sub-DSAs more than what the additional incremental salary to be paid to the employees.
Understood.
It's always better. In our sales sourcing is more. We always prefer that.
Understood. Another thing that provisions had increased. I understand that you mentioned about the NPS. Could you should we expect provisions to remain elevated? Is there any change in policy in terms of provisions? If you could give some clarity on that.
Provisions of what? I couldn't understand. Provision for taxation or what? Which kind of provision?
No. I'm talking about provisions for non-performing assets or write-offs.
No, they're not changed.
Bad debt.
Hardly any. No, that's not a change at all. We don't hardly have any. We only just booked 2 cases last quarter.
Okay.
Sorry, 1 case last quarter. They don't get changed.
Understood. So there's no change.
We don't have 130,000 rupees a case.
Right.
So वो भी हमें recover कर लेंगे. I think by this year end we should recover that money. वो पैसा जाएगा नहीं. He's a central government employee. वो पैसा जाएगा कहीं नहीं. वो तो just question of following up with the gentleman.
Got it. One last question. In terms of the interest income and the finance charges, interest income has increased and finance charges have decreased. Could you explain what the increase in interest income this quarter was due to the higher loan book yields or larger disbursements? At the same time, finance costs have declined. Does it reflect lower borrowing rates or repayment of high cost debt or any change in the funding mix? Could you just give some clarity on that?
So we are not borrowing much. The repayments are continuing every month. So and our book size in the in the March our total book size was 80 crore. This year in September is almost at crossing 100 CR.
Right.
So interest income is increasing, and our borrowings are not increased in that similar proportion. I think in March our total borrowings are 13 CR and now it's almost on 14 CR. They have not increased in the same proportion.
Right.
So funding most of the new book loans either from equity or from the
equity
or from the internal accruals.
Got it. Understand. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on the touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The next question is from the line of Nishita from Sapphire Capital. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Hi, Nishita.
Yes. Hi. Happy Diwali to you. So I'm new to this company. I'm researching about the company for the first time. So I just wanted to understand more about EWA, the early wage access. How does it work? If you can give a better understanding on that.
Sure, Ishwita, sure. So I think we'll just take a step back, just give you a brief of who we are, what the company is, if that's fine with you.
Yes, sure.
Right. So we started business back in 94, 95, starting as a direct selling agent for AFCO back then, which then became City Finance. In 2015, we received an NBFC license along with the BSE listing. So today we have two major verticals driving the business. One is the loan syndication business, which is driven through our partner banks and NBFCs, wherein we source leads for them for all sorts of retail and wholesale loans. The second is our own NBFC, wherein we book a majority of business loans. So our current book sits at close to 9,500 CR, which is essentially primarily made of medium ticket business loans. And about 2.5 years ago, we launched a small ticket personal loan, digital loan called Early Wage Access. So this is essentially a program wherein we partner with corporates to give advances to their employees. So if you go into any manufacturing firm or maybe a services firm, so they essentially have advances on a rotational basis to their employees. So essentially when we come in, we take over the entire advance policy of the company. And for the same, the employees pay us a certain service fee. So the idea here is that any advance that has to be funded or any employee in need for an advance, they do not have to go to their employer, they come to us. And we fund the advance, and it's a certain percentage of the salary which we fund. And the repayment of the same is then made by the employer on salary date.
Okay, understood. So the employer directly comes to you to take the advances, and once the employer receives the salary, they'll pay back to you.
So the employer pays us directly. So the employer pays us directly through salary deduction. So let's say if I've taken 5,000 advance from Emerald, the employer will deduct the 5,000 and pay Emerald directly.
Okay, understood. So you collect that money from the employer, not the employee.
Correct. So this secures our repayment to a certain extent.
Okay, understood. So in the Concall, previously you mentioned that the two employees who are in default, from them you have to collect the money directly to them.
Correct.
So why?
Correct. Also because the employees in question, they left without serving the notice period to the employer. So normally what our contract with the employer says is that in case someone absconds, the employer pays us through the full and final. But in this case, it was an absconsion case. There was no full and final with the employer. So hence we are bearing the risk, and the onus is on us to collect the money.
Okay, understood. Also in the presentation you mentioned that the service fee for this is like for per transaction it's 1.5 to 2.5%, and annually it comes up to 30%.
Correct.
So that 30% is of the salary of the employee?
Of the service fee. Of the service fee. So let's say if someone in a year takes 10,000 from me, so I'm essentially earning 3,000 in the entire year from the person.
Okay, so the service fee is for the amount, 30% is for the amount that they've taken from you, the advance amount that they've taken.
Correct.
Okay.
On an annualized basis.
On an annualized basis, yes, understood. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Ravi Patel from Star Investment. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Hi, Raviji.
Sir, I have a question regarding this ROE. So what is the internal ROE target that you have set? Because we can see that we are growing north of, in this quarter, sales has grown 30%.
ROE, return on equity, you are saying?
Yes, ROE.
See, I was just checking on the screen. Our return on capital employed, they were showing as 18.4 and ROE around 14%.
No, but I am asking about the outlook because we are growing much higher rate as compared to ROE. So in that case, we need the external funding. So what is the ROE outlook and how do you see the external funding requirement in the future and how you are planning to compensate for that?
See, we plan to raise more of debt. So right now, as vis-a-vis our equity, our debt is quite low. To plan to raise more debt from the banks or NBFCs.
Okay. To fund that
for the future growth, yeah.
And sir,
we're already applying to a number of institutions for increase in debt.
So what is your target debt to equity ratio in this case? I mean,
currently it's only 0.2. So we can easily sustain 0.5 to 1%, one time of the equity. Currently it's only 0.2.
Yes. And the next question is regarding this growth outlook that we have set. In this quarter, we have grown PAT by 75% and sales by 38%, if I'm not wrong. So my question is, what gives you the confidence to achieve this 100% growth target for the next 2 years, in spite that we didn't achieve that in this particular quarter?
See, अभी ना top line को बढ़ाना ना कोई बहुत मुश्किल काम नहीं है. I have repeated in the last con calls also. Abhi market conditions not that really, all the major NBFCs and banks are very cautious in lending. That's what we also personally believe. 1 or 2 quarters, growth थोड़ा कम हो जाए, फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. At least, but you don't compromise on the quality of the book. So we are doing it in a very cautious manner. Like, we are, there's the 6 crores of EW. इसको हम बढ़ाना चाहें तो immediately बढ़ा सकते हैं. But per company allotment, what we give, sanction to the company, we are keeping on a very restricted basis. कुछ कंपनीज हम जैसे एक लोग को या 50 लाख मांगते हैं, तो उनको और 25 लाख या 20 लाख से हम लोग रिस्ट्रिक्ट कर देते हैं टू द क्वांटम ओवरऑल एक्सपोजर ऑन टू दैट पर्टिकुलर कंपनी. सो वो तो हम लोग जब ग्रोथ को जब भी लिवरेज करना चाहें और कर सकते, बढ़ा सकते हैं. फंडिंग बैकअप फंडिंग इज नॉट एन इशू विद अस.
बट स्टिल आप कॉन्फिडेंट हो टारगेट अचीव के लिए, मे बी 1 to 2 क्वार्टर लेट?
या प्रीटी वेल, 1 or 2 क्वार्टर मोर वी शुड डेफिनेटली गेट. जो हमने 8 to 10x का दिया था हो जाएगा. सो आप हमारे प्रास ग्रुप की परफॉर्मेंस देखिए ना. फर्स्ट ईयर वाज 1.37, नेक्स्ट ईयर 2.57. नाउ ऑलरेडी फर्स्ट 2 quarters only we are almost touching 2 EPS.
And there is no equity funding planned in the future, only debt finance.
As of date now. Okay,
sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Rohit Zuneja from KRJ Investment Group. Please go ahead.
Hello. Thank you, sir, for...
Hi, Rohit.
Sir, Hello. Hi, sir. So, I think most of the questions have been asked. So, my questions are specifically regarding the guidance that was for this year. The plan is to have 250 to 260 companies on board. Are we on track to have that for the next 2 quarters?
Correct. So if you see in the last quarter, we onboarded close to 50-55 companies. So even if we maintain that level, we'll touch 250, assuming no growth.
Okay. And my second question is, a lot of companies which are EBIX related or subsidies of EBIX. So if our relation with one company are not going well, does it affect the relation with all other aspects of that same main company, EBIX?
Come again. See, they're all separate companies.
Correct. So they were evaluated individually.
Okay. Cool. I think.
And majority, all of them are performing very well.
Yeah, I just had this question. Okay, cool. Thank you. I think this answers.
Right.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Saptarshi Chatterjee from Grow AMC. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi sir. Thank you and congratulations for the good result. Yeah, hi sir.
Thank you.
I am also new to the company and would like to understand the business model better. For the early wage access, this is only 1 month kind of advances, or you are like giving for multiple months, like say 3-4 months also is the tenure of the early wage access?
So right now it's only 1 month. So the idea is to manage cash flows for the employees. So essentially, if an employee is running short on cash towards the end of the month, or there's a financial emergency, right? So they can withdraw the money instantly from our system, from our portals, and if the same is deducted in the following month. So for this we do not charge any interest. It's only the processing fee or the service you can call, which we charge based on the amount used. So as of now, it's only 1 month. Although we do cross-sell personal loans from other banks and NBFCs, which can again go up to 12 months, 24 months, depending on the amount and product.
Got it. And when we are signing up with these corporates, what is typically our pitch? Who are the competitors like versus them? What is our pitch? How do we win the contract?
So the idea here is that every company or a majority of companies have advances ongoing. So this advance is essentially unproductive working capital for them. अभी मान लीजिए किसी का अगर 10 लाख का भी advance खड़ा हुआ है, they are paying interest on this 10 lakhs, right? Whereas if we come in, we can put this 10 lakhs for productive use and again earn return on that. So the idea here is two things. So one, your working capital which has gone for advances gets saved. Second, there is no hassle of giving advances. अभी क्या है, मेरा अगर 100-150 employee है, even if 15 of them come to me कि sir advance दे दो, it's a hassle on my HR, on my finance. When we are there, it's the employees interact directly with us, and it's a completely seamless digital process. And the entire report of it goes to the employer on a daily basis.
Right. So because this is beneficial for the company as well as employees also, but what I'm saying is it is a good, profitable economically, and it's a large economic pool of profit. So my question is that why the larger banks or larger NBFCs are not penetrated in this segment too much, and how we are getting that?
Gurmeet ma'am, would you like to take that?
Yeah, sorry. Where the larger banks are concerned, which are regulated by RBI, they typically do not kind of offer a 0% interest product. So they cannot offer that. Second thing is that for the bigger banks, it does not make an economic sense given the scale at which they currently operate. So this product is not really lucrative for them in terms of the income. The second thing is that the same thing also goes for majority of the NBFCs in the country. Their first focus has been on a big ticket size or the small ticket size personal loans and mortgage loans. This particular product requires a great deal of operational and tech savviness, and also a lot of patience for growth. So this particular product is what consumer durable is to Bajaj Finserv. So each of the banks and the NBFC has a different expansion model, and this particular product does not fit into already existing NBFC and the bank's landscape. So the competition from them per se does not exist. Then this particular concept came into India, from about 2018, and it's a replica of what happens in US, where the earned wage access is a program offered by multiple fintechs. So this program came into India with the fintechs, because fintechs, which now have become the LSP for various banks,